Hey students, so today we are going to discuss the topic of Greek and Latin roots. Basically, many English words come from the Greek and Latin languages. If we know the meaning of these roots, we can understand many difficult words without using a dictionary. Okay, in this lesson, we will learn what roots are, learn how roots helps us understand new words, and break difficult words into smaller. Okay, so Greek and Latin roots. Okay, so many English words are made from Greek and Latin root words. Like a root is a main part of a word that carries its basic meaning. If you know the meaning of the root, you can figure out the meaning of many other words. Okay, so note abstract derives roots and affixes from Greek and Latin and use these knowledge to analyze the meaning of complex words. Students, in basically in this topic, if you know the meaning of the root, you can figure out the meaning of many other words. Okay, for example, bio means lie. Okay, so biology, biography, biodegradable, all these words are related to life. Okay. Okay. So basically, our goal today is to determine the meaning of words by looking at their roots. Instead of memorizing every difficult word, we learn the meaning of the root. Okay. For example, micro means small. So microphone, microbe, microscope, all these words have something related to small. Okay. So the next one is we know that words are broken into parts that helps us figure out their meaning, which is prefixes and suffixes. Okay. So basically, what are prefixes and what are suffixes? Okay. Basically, words are made up of different parts and a prefix comes before the root. For example, un. For example, undo. Okay. Un means not, and undo, unhappy, unsafe. Okay. Similarly, re. Re means again. So rewrite, replay, refill. Okay. Pro means forward, which means progress, project. Okay. Whereas suffix comes after the root, like full, joyful. Okay, and full means like full of. Li means in a certain way, like slowly, kindly. Okay, ness means state of being. Okay, so kindness, darkness. Okay, these are prefixes and suffixes. We know that words are broken into parts that helps us figure out their meanings. Okay, so here we have basically this slide gives more examples of prefixes and suffixes. Okay, so let's move towards prefixes. Okay, re means back or again. So refill. Try means three. Triplet. Un. Un means not. Undo. Okay. So suffixes full. Full means FUL means having or full of. So careful. Less means without or missing. Careless, joyless. Ly. Lee is basically in the manner in a certain way. So hopefully, okay? Okay. So what is root? So basically, a root is a main part of a word. It gives the word its basic meaning. Prefixes and suffixes are added to create new words. Okay, so a root is a set of letters that have meaning. It is a most basic form, like affixes are added to the root to create a new word. Okay. For example, play becomes playing, player, replay. The root stays the same. Okay. Roots can appear at the beginning, in the middle, and also at the end. Okay. So many English words come from Greek and Latin roots. Okay. A root can be at the front, middle, or end of a word. Many words in the English language are based on Greek and Latin roots. Okay. So English words can have all three parts, which is prefix, root, and suffix. Okay. So here we have example. Prefix ab, duct, duct, and ed. Let's break it down. Ab, away, duct, lead, ed is a past tense. So meaning led away. Okay. Abducted means led away. So the general was abducted by masked women. Okay. Roots can appear more than once at anywhere in the world, like geology, telegraph, tricycle, and association. Okay. Okay. Here we have activity. Okay. Which one of the following shows a root with an affix? Bicycles or hippopotamus? Yes, bicycle. Reason bi means two, which is prefix, and cycle is you can say wheel, and it is root. Hippopotamus is not made using a simple root or affix combination. Okay, so importance. Knowing and using Greek and Latin roots can help you figure out the meaning of words you don't recognize. This will make you better reader and writer. Okay, so basically, learning roots helps us understand new words, improves reading, improves writing, and increases vocabulary. Like instead of memorizing hundred of words, you can learn one root. Okay, like for example, if you know graph is equals to write, then you already understand autograph, telegraph, biograph, paragraph, photograph. Okay. Okay. So here we have some skill steps. Like when you see a difficult words, like you have to find the root first, then find the prefix, then find the suffix, and combine all the meanings, then figure out the whole word. Okay. So root plus suffix. Okay. Okay. I do astrology. So astro means stars and logy means study. Okay, so it means study of stars. And next is we do biology. So bio means life and logy means study. So its meaning is study of life. Okay, and how did we know this? Yes, because we knew the meaning of the root and suffix. Okay, the next one is prefix plus root. Okay, I do empathy. Okay, so M means having and pati means feeling, meaning having feeling for others. Okay, so someone who understand another person's emotion. Okay, the next one is we do enamor. N means having and amor means love, mean having love. Okay, so the next one is root plus root. Okay. Okay, I do pseudonym. So pseudo means false and num means name, meaning false name. Okay. So we do aqueduct. Okay. So aqua means water and duct means leaf, which means a structure that carries water. Okay. So prefix plus root plus suffix. Okay. I do retrospective. So retrospective. Retro means backward. Spect means look. And if means having quality, meaning looking back at the past. Retrospective means looking back at the past. Okay. We do carnivore. Okay. So carni means meat, vor means eat, and eat means one who eats meat. Okay. For example, lion, tiger, wolf. Okay.